Alright, we got a pretty wicked snowstorm going on out there, so figured I'd go ahead and button this up today if all goes well. I've got my marking compound on. I usually only do like 3 teeth in one spot. I'll check it, and if it looks good, I'll check a couple other spots around the gear. Take the extra time just to kind of clean up before you run your patterns. It'll make your cleanup when you're done a lot easier. Easiest way to put it on is probably with a Q-tip. I use a screwdriver because that's what I mixed it up with, but if you have the little packs that are pre-mixed, probably squeeze some on a Q-tip, and then you can paint the drive side. Like I said, I don't really focus on the coast side much, so I just look at the drive side. Got my ratchet and my socket ready. Roll this baby up close. Okay, that's ready. Now what I do, and a lot of people will probably say that's not the way to do it, it's not blah blah blah. You want to keep a load on the carrier. Some guys will like try to hold a rag on it or whatever. I do this. You just don't want to put a ton of pressure against the back side of the ring gear. Basically, it's just a tapered punch. It fits right up in the housing. And that's just, you put it on the top side to check the coast or check the drive. You drive it in the bottom to check the coast. But like I said, I don't do much with the coast. So now, what you want to do is, you want to roll that around with no stops. You don't want to ratchet it and try to move it. You just want a nice, steady rotation. And make sure your punch stays tight. Hopefully, we don't have to take it back apart, but we might. Back it up a little bit, spits it right out. Well, son of a bitch. That is about dead bang on right where you want it. So like I said before, you don't want it down here off the tooth. You don't want it out here off the tooth. You want it right in the meat of that gear. That's about perfect. I could tighten the lash up just a hair, but I'm gonna leave it right there. That baby will run a long time. Okay, so every time I do this, I clean the gear off as best I can. And I will probably zip a little brake cleaner in there on the pinion because it's kind of hard to get to it, getting the compound off. I'll repeat this a couple other times, but between, you know, applying and cleaning, it's always best to clean it off. That way you don't get muddied up patterns with compound transferring from check to check. So take a little extra time, clean it up. Yeah. Rock and roll, man. That's awesome. I'll show you. It's probably gonna be hard to see without any extra light, but if you back that pinion up, you can see the pinion pattern too. It's not gonna clear up probably with, not bad. Pretty good on the pinion too. Could go just a hair deeper, but the ring looked good. That's where I'm gonna leave it. So I'll reach in there with a screwdriver and a towel and try to get as much of that off the pinion as I can, and then I'll repeat the checks. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Once you get a pretty good setup, you have a good process, you can knock one of these babies out. So that's all there is to that. I gotta get the brakes off the other rear end, get the axles ordered for this, and yeah, she's going back in the car. So there you go. That wraps her up. I said it was snowing. Getting after it pretty good. Probably closing in on 5 or 6 inches of snow. Good day to be in the shop.